The State of the Nation address is a status report, mandatory, mandated by the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda 1995, particularly Article 101, subsection 1. Now, look at the issue of timing, and that is where my presentation comes from. It is always presented at a certain specific time, particularly when we are going to read the new budget, when Parliament is going to have a new session. And that is the issue of, that's where the element of status report comes from. As chairman of the West Nile Parliamentary Caucus, I would like to say this. From time to time, we see when the president is making the Status of Nation address after every year, projects which were promised to be implemented in West Nile will be caught by the next Status of Nation address when they have not been implemented. We lose time. I give you examples. Today, we are talking about an airport called Arua International Airport. Look at the previous Status of Nation addresses. It was mentioned several times, not constructed. We are talking about Nzikuru Stadium. Many stadiums have been built in other places. This one has not been done, caught by time. Go to Obongi. Obongi still doesn't have electricity connections. But if you go to the government complaining about electricity, they'll tell you there is money in the budget. Indeed, there is money. But it has been caught by time, year after year. Why does the government not take West Nile seriously to the elements, to the extent that West Nile programs don't fit within the cycle of planning and implementation of government projects? That's where the problem is. So I would like us to look at the element of time. You can have all the resources of the world in your hands, but if you don't have time, nothing happens. On my own behalf, and on behalf of the people of Obongi, the people of West Nile whom I represent here, I would like West Nile for once to be taken seriously, so that a project put on the timetable to be implemented should be finished on time. On time. That is where the problem is. Everything we are complaining about is almost mentioned in one program or the other, and it has money. In Obongi, we have problems of connectivity. There is money under NITIU given by the World Bank to connect internet there. It has not been done. In Obongi, we don't have electricity. There is money put.
I think you've seen how difficult it is to finish on time. So let's do it on time. Okay? Yeah. On Nsamba, then on Yeku. Sometimes issues are beyond your control.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, my conception of the state of the nation would be that the President uses to update the country on the commitments they made, the government made the previous year, and what lies ahead. Right Honourable Speaker, I always get dismayed by the people who write these speeches. Every financial year, on the matter of number of kilometers covered by in this country, tarmac roads, every financial year they come with a different figure. And unfortunately, this time it changed downwards. And that was very unfortunate. What kills us, or what makes us, is the promise. As he speaks, he mentioned some of our roads which are very critical to our people. He said these are very critical roads, and for the last so many years, 10 years, he has been mentioning the road that connects Kasanda, Mianzi, Kasanda, Chiboga. Every state of the nation, the road appears. But when it comes to the budget, that road always disappears. Now, there is only a week between the State of the Nation and the budget. Why would the president be made to promise people, then he changes the following week about the same? Right Honorable Speaker, the road I'm talking about has been in the news recently because of the high dust that has been there. Right Honorable Speaker, much of the gold that is sold in this country comes from Kasanda. But we have the poorest road network there. But there is one road that we particularly come and remind this country that Mianzi to Chiboga is a very critical road. It connects many districts. It connects the entire Hoima, Chiboga to western Uganda. You just cut off from Chiboga to Kasanda, you go to Masakandio in Imbarara, and so short like that. It is not very long, only 63 kilometers, Right Honorable Speaker. But I wonder why Mr. Museveni, every time he comes, he promises.
The title of the president is set by constitution, and we suggest you use it.
Thank you very much, sir. But I thought when I do not one time talk about your ministerial docket, you would not complain. But on another day, I think it is not always a must. But His Excellency has been promising that road for the last so many years. And by the way, when he did the trek to go to places where when he was fighting to come, he came and used that same road in Kasanda. But every year, every now and again, it is a promise that never comes. So now I want to plead, Right Honorable Speaker, that going forward in future State of the Nations, let the President only talk about that which is government has already planned in the budget, because he already knows what is in the budget. There is no reason why we keep matters that are not in the budget and we tell them to people, they get excited.
Electricity. But Right Honorable Speaker, at a radius of less than 2 kilometers, 5 kilometers, I am now talking about less than 2 kilometers, 5 kilometers. I am now talking about Soroti City and Soroti District, because Soroti City was carved off from Soroti District. A radius of 5 kilometers, Right Honorable Speaker. Even now, preserving vaccines is a problem. Deliveries at night is a problem. Even boosting the local economy, whereby you would be powering mills, shops, people would be able to do business. And if we are talking about going to a 100 billion economy, it means that even the local revenue from these economies within the villages should begin being productive. Right Honorable Speaker, my prayer, because I know the time may not allow me, so I need to take it very carefully. My prayer is that, can we, instead of concentrating on the bigger picture, there are these urban centers that are growing. Can we connect them to the grid and have electricity before we think of the bigger picture? 2 kilometer radius. I go to town to buy a door, and yet I can produce it, but the power lines, the 3-phase, are going over. And later on, when the vandalism begins, you cannot even blame the people. Right Honorable Speaker, we need this issue to be raised and helped so that our communities become productive if we are to go. The second one, before I can get off this stage, Right Honorable Speaker, the orange farmers in Teso, you know, the drought is very serious. And I don't want to be among those who will not say that they also need to be compensated. Tea has been compensated, sugar, they have burnt, they have compensated. These orange farmers also, the trees, most especially the pests, they destroy the trees before they even fruit. And when we asked government at that time that come and help us with pesticide, because there's a different...
Thank you. Yes. Honorable Kujizibwe, Honorable Maju, Peter, Honorable Wabsani Stephen.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity. Right Honorable Speaker, I also join my colleagues in thanking the President for the good State of the Nation address that emphasized ATMs. And on the issue of agro-industrialization, if we are to achieve a lot in agro-industrialization, we need as government to increase the allocation of budget to the agriculture sector. Because during the Maputo Protocol and the Malabo Declaration, the member states of UN agreed to allocate 10% to the agriculture sector. But our budget here is always 2%, 3%. So we must decisively increase the budget of the agriculture sector to at least 6% so that we can achieve a lot. And this is how the farmers will be able to be supported with irrigation, with value addition. This is how Mawale Tea Factory will be supported. The tea farmers, the coffee farmers in this country will be supported if we increase the allocation of agriculture budget. Secondly, Right Honorable Speaker, on the issue of health, Mwenge North has no health center for, and we have a population of about 150 people. And we have a health center called Bufunj Health Center 3. Our prayer is that the Ministry of Health should upgrade it to a health center 4 so that the people of Mwenge North do not have to travel many kilometers to access health services. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you. Honorable Imaji Peter, followed by Honorable Absani Stephen. Then I add on Namrundo Sara.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Maju Peter Paul, representing the people of Kasilo County in Serere District. Right Honorable Speaker, a few months ago, I was trekking with you in Chankwanzi, and I remember vividly telling you that the gods will absolve you. I want to join the rest of the colleagues to congratulate you for taking up that seat and for leading this parliament once again. Right Honorable Speaker, I rise to support the motion expressing gratitude to His Excellency the President for a precise and concise presentation of the State of Nation, which happened on the 4th of June. Right Honorable Speaker, the address of the President provided very precise direction in terms of infrastructure development, agriculture, industrialization, human capital development, and more importantly, service delivery. Mr. Speaker, this being my maiden speech, allow me congratulate His Excellency upon retaining the position of President for Uganda. I would also like to thank the people of Kasilo County for the first time in 30 years for changing leadership and giving NRM the opportunity. I am proud to stand here as the first NRM legislator from Kasilo County. Mr. Speaker, I don't know the name you're mentioning, but thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, there are a few items that I would like to raise regarding Kasilo County, specifically related to the speech that the President gave. Mr. Speaker, the President in the State of Nation emphasized strengthening the health sector and improving access to health care. Mr. Speaker, a few weeks ago, I was in a Papai Health Center in my constituency. Whereas my eyes are used, my spirit has refused to accept the condition that a Papai Health Center has no ward. I saw women, children, fathers.
Since you deployed your gods to intervene for me, man, the man is powerful, eh? So
Thank you, Mr.
let me do
Speaker.
1 minute. Yeah.
My prayer is that Apapai Health Center is given a ward, Apapai Health Center is given a mortuary. Mr. Speaker, the issue of youth, I come from a place where our main activity is fishing. The government currently is controlling fishing in the lakes. Unfortunately, we are not doing this in a controlled manner. And as a result, a number of youth are affected. My ask to the government is that let's be able to fast track projects that are going to help our youth, such that as we are removing them from the lakes, we give them alternative sources of income. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, we want to thank the government for promising to